What's up, guys? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here. We are back with more LEGO Indiana Jones. This is the beginning of The Last Crusade, Chapter 1, The Hunt for Sir Richard story. We're going to work for that X marks the spot achievement. We'll be back with some more on that in a minute. We're also going to shoot for that true adventure of 50K. But we're going to go ahead and jump right in, and starts off with a rather lengthy cutscene that actually skips a fair amount of the beginning of the actual movie. So we'll talk about that more here in a minute too. So I was actually really surprised to see that they skipped the whole intro scene where Indy is younger and meets those guys and actually his nemesis and all, right? Like, that's so odd to me. But hey, as we get things started, we've got two levers that need to be flipped down below before we're going to switch to old Elsa and jump up on the high rise there and jump or bounce our way all the way across. Now, I do make a very sad attempt at trying to get that bluesy, but, you know, it's the rule of three. I probably should have gone for that third attempt, but I didn't want to look like too much of a failure, so we went ahead and moved along. As we bounce our way up and over, we're going to find that we actually have to do it again to get over to get this key. This key is going to actually give us access to, well, we'll see here in a second. We need it to get across the bridge. And let's see here. We're going to go ahead and flip out this right here. This is actually going to give us an Indy pad, which will allow us to whip it good and get across. Once we get across, we'll be able to find another key and then lift up the bridge for our team to get across and join us. Now, there's lots going on over here. We're going to stay really specific to the story bits. As you guys know, we'll be back in free play for all of those collectibles and any other fun stuffs that we might notice along the way. But grab the key from that back left corner there and go ahead and spin to win, which should raise the roof, or the bridge, I guess. And we'll go ahead and make our way in a little further. Now, we do need to take out a few bad guys. I went ahead and built up this fountain to get a couple of extra studs, but it doesn't matter as I lose them all here in a minute anyways. You'll see. All right, we'll go ahead and use either of our characters besides Indy to go ahead and hack this hieroglyph here on the wall. Go ahead and match up the pattern that it displays for us. Once you do, it's going to open the door, and we will go ahead and make our way inside. Now that we're in here, we actually have to find 4 boxes and slap them onto those base plates, which will give us buildable bricks that we can turn into a giant X. Now, if you've seen the movie before, there is a giant X on the floor that Indy has to go upstairs to see in the right light, and that's basically what we're reenacting here. So first box is going to be on the right. We're going to build up that ladder by putting the push lever on it and then pushing it all the way down and getting up top, grabbing it. The second one is really simple. It's actually just in the far back middle of this, I guess it's a museum or a library of sorts. And we'll go ahead and get the third one over, well, we're going to whip this down and pull out this crazy staircase. This is also in the movie, which I did go ahead and rewatch again just to make sure I was fresh. To be honest with you, it has been so long, like so long since I had seen the third one. 1 and 2 we had watched recently with Reese, but I had not seen 3 in probably, I mean, it'd probably been 15 years or more. But, all right, staircase is up. We're going to go ahead and smash and build up this checkerboard path here. This actually opens up access to some sortage up top. I do believe it's really more related to the free play stuff. However, we get a bunch of studs, so I was, like, all about doing it. So, all right, there's them swords I was talking about upstairs. We'll go to those in a hot second. We're actually going to go up and grab the next box that is needed to go ahead and slap it down. We're going to need another hieroglyph decryptor here. Go ahead and step into the light and push the icon indicated to go ahead and trigger that 4-tile sequence. Once you match them up, we'll go ahead and grab the box. Of course, smash a few things to get some studs. Got to get them all. Got to get them all. All right, we'll drop down and drop it like it's hot right on the base plate here. And then we've only got one more before we got to go back up top with Indy, use our whip to go ahead and take down the chandelier and break through this X. Now, the final one is going to be over on the left-hand side. Figured we'd switch it up a little bit. Go over here. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Take down all of the books in this middle lower section here. It's going to reveal a lever. Go ahead and flip it. It's going to have a secret bookcase. Reveal the final box. We'll go ahead and hop all the way over. It's so funny to me. Earlier in like the first one, it seemed like I was moving faster when I was holding something large like that and I jumped. But in the second and third movie or game, depending on how you want to put it, it didn't seem like it was any faster. So, all right, as promised, we've got the X built, and now we need to get back up there with old Indy so we could go ahead and whip out the whip and take down the old chandelier here. So we've got access to get across here. This is actually a very tricky but pretty easy way to get over here. Once we get over here, we'll go ahead and slap that. That's not needed. This is all extra stuff again too. But stud edge, got to get them all. We'll go ahead and over to the left-hand side, there is an indie pad. We'll step up on it after clearing out all of these kids' books. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what those were, but they are not there anymore. And look at that. Down it goes and into a rather short and uneventful cutscene that we're going to go ahead and... What, me? Not me. You go first. Whee! Elsa's got, well, some courage, we'll call it. Spooky. All right, once we're down here, we're actually going to make our way down to the right. In a way, there's actually a ladder that can be built up. It'll take you back upstairs if you want to go up there, but we're not needing that. We actually need to smack that coffin on the left right there. It's going to give us, well, a nice scare and some spikes, so watch out for that. But we need that shovel. Yeah, remember I was talking about all them studs I collected, and it doesn't matter because I just lose them all. That was the point I was talking about right there. I do a pretty good job of collecting most of them back, but still lost a handful. We'll go ahead and go a little further down, and right in the middle, there is some stuff that needs to be dug up. Go ahead and use that shovel to reveal another box. We'll slap it on another base plate, build up a fan. What the what? All right, just stick with me here. Stick with me. We'll go ahead and pull out this weird column over here by using this handle. It reveals a nice little handheld that we can jump up with and stand on a switch, which activates the fan, ironically, and reveals another hieroglyph. So we'll stand up here and match it up. It was pretty simple. It was almost south, north, west, east, but they fooled us with the northeast. We'll go ahead and reveal that there's a whole other room here. So, surprise! You're not done yet. We got to switch over to Indy and make our way over to one of those torches because, of course, you know, there's a bunch of rats and stuff on the ground here. We got to get her across safely, but she does not. She fails. Giant F or L, whatever you want to call it. We'll go ahead and there we go. She finally gets or yeets across, and we can go ahead and jump up in that spot indicated, which will allow us to flip the lever, and look at that. It opens yet another room. What the what? This is like the longest level ever, I swear. Actually, it keeps going, too. It's crazy. We got a boss battle coming up. We'll go ahead and jump up to the handhelds. Indy takes a different route and actually beats us there. And what we need to do here is actually jump up with Elsa, pull down the old rope, then we can jump up on these double platforms, take out that spider web, and booyakashow, whip that grapple. That's right, it's going to go ahead and give us 3 new ledges to go ahead and get across, but it's actually going to give us a double switch here. So we'll go ahead and step up and pull it down. Oh, come on, Elsa. We'll go ahead and jump up and pull it down. There we go. And into another room we go. I told you, this is like never ending. Good thing we know what's going on here. On the left-hand side, we'll go ahead and whip it good and go ahead and rip down that box, which is going to give us access a little bit higher up on the right-hand side. we'll go ahead and push it to the far right and then towards your screen until it stops. Switch to Elsa, get a double jump up top, and now we've got a checkerboard path we can push this other one down with. So once we drop it down into place, we'll go ahead and push both of these boxes very carefully onto those switches. Now, because it's like underwater, I guess, it's like slimy or something, so the boxes go pretty good. So make sure you lightly push them. As you can see, I just barely gave it a nudge, and it went a little too far. It's going to do, well, not enough there. Go up a little further, and then too far. Go to the right. It's super touchy, but I promise that's how you do it. Step on the switch. Both characters will open up another hatch. Psych, it's actually a coffin. We're going to go ahead and push this into place and jump up to a giant, I don't know, some sort of treasure, and it takes us into a cutscene. So if you didn't know or don't remember, that water we were trudging around in was actually petroleum. So the bad guy showed up, lit it on fire, chased us out, and here we are up top now in this dramatic boat scene that handles itself a little bit different than the movie does, but it's all good. We can handle this. All right, we'll go ahead and jump into the boat by getting close to it and tapping the icon indicated. For us, it was Y. Why? Because that's what it chose. No, bad dad jokes. Bad dad jokes. All right, we'll go ahead and basically we need to do bumper boats here is what needs to happen. And same team, man, same team. We have to bump into it 3 times. Once that last heart is blinking, it's going to take us into a short little animated scene. He goes out onto the main middle part here. We're going to meet him on said island, and we're going to have another battle royale. And once we get up here, we give him the old dance lesson. Cha-cha-cha-cha. One pal right in the kissa seemed to be just enough to have him run over on the corner. Now, basically, we're waiting for his buddy to show up and drop a boat off for him. There we go. And then we can go ahead and take his buddy out or just simply hop back in our boat and go chase him down for a little bit more ramrod action. All right, so let's see here. I guess it's boat ramrod, not car ramrod this time, huh? All right, so here we go. We got, there he is in the corner. We try to cut him off. That's your best advice. And, oh, swing and a miss. Strike 1. All right, well, hopefully I can get gooder here and cut him off. But he has a weird angle here. And booyakashow. Booyakashow. One more time. Come on. Now, there is a mini kit there if you're trying to get those things. But as I already mentioned, we'll be back in the free play to get all 10 of those and any other things that might be needed, like the True Adventurer and more. All right, so we got to bump him one more time. Once we do, it's going to take him all the way over to the far right side. Indy's not making this any easier. Kind of a funny angle, if you will. We'll take it all the way over to the front side, and once we get over there, we're actually going to hop onto his boat, give him one more pow. It'll take us into the final cutscene, and we'll be able to go ahead and celebrate in the totals. I don't know what happened there. It, like, threw me out of my boat when he was running over there. I don't know if, like, I accidentally hit something or if it just automatically pulled me out, but not cool, man. Not cool. All right, we get over there, we jump out, and bloop, bloop. Wait, what? What's going on here? All right, this is the point where we normally get the achievement. I'm not really sure. I'm still kind of scratching my head at what happened. We did get a couple of new characters. We also fell short of that True Adventurer. But again, right as I was logging in to play, I logged into the Xbox Live, and then it logged me out. So I'm not sure if that had something to do with why the achievement didn't pop up on screen or what. I got to talk to my Xbox experts. Boy, that's a tongue twister, but figure out what's going on. I will go back and replay this level if I need to, but the achievement should have popped as we did complete the level. But anyways, that is going to do it for Lego Indiana Jones The Last Crusade Chapter 1, The Hunt for Sir Richard, which is also likely the longest YouTube name ever. Whew. Anyways, we'll be back soon with Chapter 2. As always, until next time, see ya!